All right, good morning. We are almost done with our nonfiction unit. And so on Thursday, we are going to take our Unit 4 test over nonfiction. So today, we are going to read another nonfiction book that is called Eye to Eye and How Animals See the World. Now, this book is interesting because it's written in it's got lots of text features as far as subheadings and bold print and captions and things like that. It has a chart. So we're just going to kind of skip through some of them. We won't read all of the things, but we are going to work on this book today and tomorrow. So we'll try to get through as much as we can. So as I read, I want you thinking about what was the author's purpose? Why did he write this story eye to eye? Was he trying to persuade me to enjoy eyes more? Ooh, that's weird. Was he trying to entertain me with eyeballs of animals? Was he trying to give me information about animals? Or do you think maybe he was trying to explain to me how animals' eyes are different and how they see? And so I want you to think about those different things that I just said, and let's see what his purpose was. Why did he write this book? Most animals rely on their vision more than any other sense to find out what is going on around them. For these creatures, the eyes are the most important link to the world. Being able to see helps animals communicate, find food, avoid predators, or locate a mate. Animals are found in just about every habitat on Earth, from deep oceans to snow-covered mountains, and they have developed extraordinary diverse eyes and ways of using them. All right, what do we think diverse means? It says they have developed extraordinary diverse eyes and ways of using them. What do you think that means? Diverse. Let's see if we can, the next sentence helps me any. Some creatures can do no more than tell day from night, while others can see colors invisible to humans, spot prey at a great distance, or find their way in what appears to us to be total darkness. So although the sentence with diverse didn't tell me what it meant, the sentence afterwards explained to me what diverse means. And diverse meant there was all kinds of different eyes. So they're all different. They're not all the same. So turn the page and meet animals with more than 100 eyeballs. Eyes that can look in two directions at the same time, and eyeballs the size of a basketball, and many more. All right, so let's look here. You notice this photograph right here, and now we have this caption. It is important that I read this caption because it's going to explain to me the importance of this picture. The red-crowned Amazon parrot has excellent color vision, useful for finding the fruits and flowers it feeds on. Now, I want you to notice right here in parentheses, they use the word left. They're telling me to look on the left-hand side of the page. So this first part of the caption is going to tell me about this eyeball here. And then the jumping stick insect to the right, it says, is going to explain what this picture is. It's actually a kind of grasshopper. Its protruding eyes allow it to see in many directions at once. The first eyes. So this subheading is going to tell me what about this paragraph? It's going to tell me about the first eyes, like maybe where they came from, different things like that. There could be no life on Earth without the sun. Since the planet's earliest days, the sun has warmed it and bathed it in light. The first forms of life, tiny organisms adrift in the oceans, depended on this heat and light. Like modern-day plants, they absorbed sunlight and used it to produce their food. But for more than 3 billion years, all living things were blind. They sensed only what they could touch, taste, or feel. Then, about 6 million years ago, a few animals, the ancestors of modern jellyfish and sponges, acquired an important new ability. They had become the first animals that could see. Their eyes were just simple clusters of light-sensitive cells, but they gave these animals a big advantage. The shadow of a predator could send them moving to safety, while creatures that couldn't see at all were more likely to be eaten. Millions of years passed and eyes continued to evolve. highly developed visual systems appeared, many that could discern colors or produce sharp images. Eyes and ways of seeing became more and more diverse. Today, there are dozens of different animal eyes, but most are variations on one of 4 basic designs. So, it says 4 kinds of eyes. So they give us like this little chart here. Why do you think the author included this chart? Why is it helpful, or how does it go along with the information that we just read? Yes, so the last sentence we read, it says, but most are variations on one of 4 basic designs. That text evidence helps me know that what this is going to be about, okay? The simplest eye is a cluster of light-sensitive cells known as an eye spot. This eye can't form images, but it does detect light. Some worms have eye spots, as do starfish. Pretty cool. A giant clam has thousands of pinhole eyes. In each, a small opening focuses light as it enters the eye. Pinhole eyes can form detailed images. They don't emit much light, however, so the images are dimmer than those created by a compound or camera eye. Then we have dragonflies and other arthropods have compound eyes. Each is composed of hundreds or thousands of individual lenses or facets. In some animals, the facets form separate images. And then we have this last one that's called the camera eye, employs a lens to focus light on the sensitive surface of the retina. It is found in all birds, amphibians, reptiles, and mammals, including humans. So, we can infer or conclude there are many, many different kinds of eyes, and they all have different purposes. And there's plenty of text evidence for that. When they say but most are variations, so there's a variation, they're diverse, all of those keywords, all of the text evidence helps me know for a fact there are different kinds of eyes. Move away from the light. So we know that this little caption, or this little subheading is going to let me know what this paragraph is about. The eye spots of the sea slug can detect light, but they can't form images or perceive the slug's own brilliant colors. This kind of eye has been around for hundreds of millions of years. First, I'll take a look around. The eyes of the garden snail are perched at the end of 2 long stalks, so it can look in every direction without sticking its head out of its shell. The snail's eyes can resolve images, but they function mainly as light detectors. Sensing the shadow of a bird or other predator can help the snail survive. Okay, so we're going to stop right there, and then tomorrow we will look at a few different eyes. So I want you thinking about what is the author's purpose, like why did he write this book? And then also I want you thinking about the author's message. What was the big idea of this book? Like, what did the author want me to understand about eyes? The topic is eyes, but what did he want me to understand about eyes?